So, your guy, you and you. Yeah.
Cameras up too high.
Anyway, so you two are in. We ended up where you guys are at Cody's place, looking over what you guys have found, and you guys, and everything that you guys have found so far.
We're not at my place.
Huh?
We're not at his place. We're at my bar.
Yeah, but you guys left the bar, remember?
We're at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at the bar.
No, we left because.
Yeah, remember?
And then we went to your place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so you guys, like everything that you guys have gone through, kind of leads you guys, to down around Mississippi because that's where a lot of the, like almost every file that you've gotten from, the heaven, all is with Mississippi. So, you guys head there, and then are you gonna message him to meet you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You get a thing you got a message on your phone saying meet us in Mississippi.
Okay.
Okay. So, your little wrist thing that you guys end up, as you get to the border of Mississippi before you guys go in, you see this swirling fire ring, and Thomas comes out of it. So, you guys are all back together. You guys, who wants to fill them in on what you guys have learned so far? Even though you've watched the show. You want to do it?
You want to?
You can.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I know.
I can do it, but it'll probably be better from you guys since.
I really don't remember.
Okay. Anyway, so they were at the Temptation. They got some information not only on the cult, but also on the demon possession case that you guys stumbled onto, and it led you guys to Mississippi, and yeah. But I'm pretty sure you watched the thing, so.
Yeah, I pretty much was able to see what they were doing.
Okay. Anyway, so as you guys are wandering around, it's basically almost dead because there's a few people, but most of the town has either moved on or when things went all to hell, were either vaporized from the bomb or killed, but not very many people are in here. Are in where you guys are in Jacksonville, not in Jackson. And then there's some cars that have been abandoned. So, what do you guys do? You guys want to search the town, or what do you guys want to do?
Get search around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys are searching?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you guys are searching, as you guys are searching, you guys run into, you guys, like you say, go into, as you guys are walking around, like you said, not many cars, not much of anything, and then you guys see kind of like a chubby old gentleman guy come out of this kind of, it used to be like a saloon, but it's basically run down now, and it's like, there's not, it's nice to see visitors in this town, and in our little city since everything went to hell. So, you guys just passing through, or anything in particular?
Just looking around.
Just passing through.
Walking through.
Just passing through.
Okay. And then behind him, you see like a pretty about the height of her, just a little bit taller of Jamie, and a female behind him in like a tight leather like jumpsuit looking thing, kind of like a suit jumpsuit mix, and she's and then you guys wanna roll to see like what she is, or like if she's any. You wanna do some investigation?
Roll.
Okay, you do D
Square.
the D6 and D8. These two.
I know what a D6 is.
If you want to do it too, Cody, you can. Because that's for you two, and then this is for me and him.
These two?
Yeah, those two. So you want to see like what your little device says?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it up to them.
It's a
Okay.
D8.
Hey, that's what he said. You did those two.
Yeah.
D6 and a D8. That's a D12.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, these two.
That's not a D8. That's a D12. This is a D8.
Okay.
Yeah,
a
that's
D12 and a D6. Like he has. Yeah.
13.
Yeah, I'm yeah, I need to get more on the dice names. Sorry, guys.
D12 and a D6.
Huh?
D12 and a D6?
Yeah. Yeah, like what Cody had. Let me see like what you get. Combined with what he got.
12.
Okay, so you guys both got 12. So,
No, he had 13.
okay, 13 and 12. Okay, so between the two of you, you guys notice that the female is human, but you also notice that when she like smiles or her lips curl up, there's fangs. So, but she's not like the typical other vampires. She has a heartbeat. So what do you guys want to do? What does your little device say?
Right now I'm just like standing back, deciding what to
What shall
do.
we do?
Because the female is human,
Well, Ari says she's
but she has things. She's not like your normal vampire. She has a heartbeat.
well, Ari, she's a thin blood.
Yeah.
She can go out in the sun. She can do all that.
So she's mostly like a day walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically like what
Blade.
Blade is, yeah. A daywalker. So what do you guys want to do with this new person that you guys ran into?
Talk to him?
Huh?
Talk to him?
Okay. So the she's looks at the two of you. She's like, interesting. An angel and a demon, and a mage. Interesting. She goes, so if you guys are just passing through, then because normally we don't get people like you guys passing through. And so and then so she's like, is there anything particular of why you guys are just passing through?
Just checking out the area.
Huh?
Just checking out the area.
Okay. So the little one guy, she as you guys are like figuring out, like, since this is your first encounter with a thin blood, you guys are probably like thinking like it's like almost daytime. She's like should be like in a coffin or hiding or something. But you hear in your head, your device is like, thin bloods. They're basically humans with soup up vampire juice. They can go out during the day, but has all the powers of a vampire, but none of the weaknesses. Like garlic, beheading, sunlight.
Oh, okay.
But that's all that he goes, there's not very many thin bloods around, but the ones that are very few and hard to come by because the Camarilla basically sees them as a threat, that they could eliminate the vampiric species. So they are basically, they've been hunted by the Camarilla or their own kind, or the full version of their kind.
Oh, okay.
Because basically, like in your head, your device is like basically back during probably around the 1800s when vampires started to come out and from the shadows and get more popularized, or make more of a community. And when they started the Camarilla in what now is the States, they basically have this. It's called the Book of the Nine. It's kind of like what you guys call a kind of like not really like a folk tale, but like a book of predictions. Basically, in the Book of Nine, they say the Thin Bloods are basically like the vampiric Jesus, that they can bring the end to the vampiric race, become like a whole new species, wipe out the previous species, which is the vampires, start a whole new race, and basically bring about the collapse of the vampiric democracy. So it says.
Alright, well, that makes sense.
So that's basically much like the witches in the 1600s. Basically, on crackpot, half-assed theories, decide, oh, let's kill everybody that looks like a thin blood.
Alright.
And that's why they're, like, the ones that are still around are basically either in hiding or are very hard to come by because they see that basically they don't like Daddy Democracy, the Camarilla, but they are kind of leery about the basically the rebels or the anarchs or the bad guy, not really, well, the bad guys for the Big Daddy Camarilla. So they're kind of like in between. They don't want to side with Big Daddy Camarilla because they don't want to be hung, but they don't want to be with the anarchs because they don't know what they're going to do.
Alright.
Yeah, make of what you want. Anyway,
Alright.
so you want to tell them, like, what your little device said without her listening?
Yeah, basically, Thin Bloods are basically indecisive. They don't want to side with one person or the other person. And basically, they basically got all wiped out because since they wouldn't side with anybody, they're like, well, we're just going to annihilate you. So now there's very few and far of in between of them. So, yeah.
And then you notice, as she's telling you, you notice on her wrist, the lady's wrist, there's a brand, kind of like a tattoo. It looks like an hourglass with like half blood in it. Basically, and then your device says the ones that are still around, have basically, it's kind of like the ones that are still around that have not been wiped out because of their crackpot theory, oh, they can end the world. Bullshit. Kind of like a bullshit hypothesis, whatever. Anyway, since they can't really be made like other vampires with a sire, how they are created is they basically, not really like lab rats, but they basically, if they can find a vampire that's weak, basically who's ever in charge takes vampire juice, injects it into a human that basically has lost their way, and it creates a tattoo mark, basically saying they're thin blood, and that's your new life. Hide or be killed, whatever you want to do. And a lot of the people who become these thin bloods are basically like the lost or the wretch of society. Basically people, not really homeless people, but like either runaways or people who are kind of like them, where they feel out of place, but they don't want to deal with Big Daddy Democracy, the Camarilla, or they don't want to deal with the government version of the humans, which is basically the human version of Camarilla, and they kind of like the outcast. And they see them, are like, oh, let's make a species. Inject. Vampire. Boom. Pop out. New species.
Dumbasses.
Science experiments.
Yeah, like your little angel friend said. Basically, like a science experiment. Since they don't have the full vampire juice to become vampires, basically it's the next best thing. Kind of like taking like a loaded gun, passing it around. Hey, who's gonna die?
Oh, you're playing Russian something.
Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Anyway, so but you see the brand,
Russian
Cody. You see like out of the corner of your eye the brand that he's talking about.
With tick juice.
Here, you take a sip. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, take this juice. You don't know what it's gonna do, but it will make you it'll make you immortal.
That makes you feel good. Okay.
Yeah.
Test this new drug that the FDA doesn't even include.
They don't know what the fuck it is.
And then,
We
But,
just made this. I have no freaking idea what this is.
you, as she's talking, you see the little chubby guy go into the bar. And then she stands out, smokes a cigarette, and then eyes your wristband, and then smokes a drag, and then throws it, and she's like, that's a nifty little device. Where'd you get it? Did you steal it off a vampire, or where did you find it?
Trust me, you don't want this thing.
She goes, I wasn't asking to have it, I was just asking where you got it.
Well, basically, killed a vampire, went to loot it, and it just attached itself.
She goes, huh. And then, she goes, huh, interesting. She goes, normally, what's on your wrist is basically doesn't attach itself to anybody. It's like, it attaches to whoever their aura matches the frequency of the device, and they become whole. It's kind of weird how it became to you.
Yeah.
But anyway, she goes, so, since you guys are basically passing through, it's almost daylight. And since down here since the whole apocalypse thing, it gets kind of warm in the south, if you guys have never been there. So, if you guys want to come in, then we can get down to the meat of what you guys are passing through. So she walks into the bar. Do you guys follow?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And your little device is like I said, they're not like the vampires. They don't have the nasty little attitude, cocky, oh, I'm big, superior. You need to bow down to me because you're a human. They're not like the werewolves, like fuzzy little murder hobos that want to kill everything in sight. They're basically on their own little thing.
I know, minding our own business.
So, in layman's terms, you can trust this chick, but keep one eye open because she does have vampire blood in her. You don't know if she's with the Anarchs or if she made some kind of deal to not be killed with the Camarilla. Basically, keep you guys open. Because this is the first time that we, meaning Device is talking about all of us, since basically he considers the Device considers part of this little group. And basically made himself part of this group. Because we have just ran into this little...
Well, I think I'm going to let them take care of it. I'm going to stay outside because I got that spell book. I'm going to start reading it.
He goes, for once, you and I are on the same frequency. So you guys walk in, and what looks like a saloon on the outside is basically, you walk in, and surprisingly enough, it has modern stuff compared to the outside. And the girl, she whistles, and then you see like the floor above you come out, and there's more people that had the little mark that's on her wrist.
Oh.
So what do you guys do?
Well, they're dead.
Oh, joy.
Huh?
Oh, joy. There's more.
She looks at you and's like, you guys have nothing to fear. We're not the enemy. This is basically, this city has became my haven
So you're
for
home.
my people that are still around. And then she points at the chubby guy. You ran into our watcher. His name's Demonico. He watches us out. Make sure that the Camarilla doesn't come through this town and kill us. That's why we are questionable of why you guys are passing through. You guys don't work for the Camarilla, right?
Right.
No, we don't.
Okay. So, she goes, that leaves only two options. You guys are either on a case for whomever, or you guys are some kind of an ally to the Anarchs, which are basically rebel vampires of the going up against the Camarilla. So, you guys don't look like vampire Anarch soldiers or whatever they have. So that only leaves option 3. And she goes, so, since you guys are passing through, is there anything particular of a reason that you guys have came on to this little tiny town? Or anything I can help you guys with?
Not Lily.
Huh?
Not Lily.
Okay. She goes, okay. So, you guys can stay here for a while if you guys want to. And then the Monaco brings out a tray of drinks. It's not blood. It's actually
Alcohol?
yeah. One's alcohol and a mixture of alcohol and and could be like, since it's down south, it's probably alcohol and probably tea mix. And then the other one is, and then the other glass, and then the other one is like a thing of lemonade, and then like looks like little oyster cracker cookies. He goes, "You guys are hungry, thirsty. It's on us. We only have one thing. That if you guys, whatever you guys are allied with, you guys don't gotta tell us. Whoever you guys are partners with, you guys don't gotta tell us if it's whomever it is. Just, if you guys, after you guys leave, my friend and her clan doesn't exist.
Gotcha.
Because, like she said, they've been hunted for some theory that the Camarilla has that they're going to bring about the end of their species, which is a bunch of hogwash. So they've been wrongfully accused for something that they were been put onto them many years ago from people that didn't understand them. And I'm just trying to keep them alive for the short little time that they have. Could you guys do that?
Yeah.
All we can say is who we're working for. His name's Jesse.
Huh?
The person we're working with is Jesse.
He goes, I know of this Jesse. He didn't really help. He kind of helped me out to find this town. Well, not really him. His dad. You guys know him, Jesse's dad, as the most famous outlaw of what
Jesse
became
James.
the United States.
Jesse James.
Yeah.
Or
Basically, Jesse's dad helped me and her when she was around 16 find this town in Mississippi. And but yeah, and then she's upstairs talking with her clan, her family, whatever you want to call it. And he's like, but other words, you guys are okay. And he hands you this letter that has a stamp, like a blood stamp, that looks like the mark, that has a similar mark to what's on her wrist, the lady's wrist. And he goes, give this to Jesse, which will be his son now, because I don't know if his dad's still alive or not. And make sure that he's the only one that sees this.
Alright.
Okay.
So he hands it to you. And then you put it in wherever you put it. You guys walk out. So you guys see him, and then the little chubby guy, Demonico, closes the door. And then you hear a really strong lock on it. And then, so you guys are talking to him. You guys want to fill him in?
Oh, hey guys.
Hey,
So, how'd it go?
we're good. We're in the good. We're in the clear.
We're in the clear.
All right.
Basically, I told him that we're working with Jesse. We're Jesse. So, we're good friends of theirs.
Well, judging by the sound of that lock, I don't think they want you back in there.
Yeah, I don't think they want us back in there either. But
Sure.
we are welcome to stay, eat, and drink as long as we want to.
Well, that's good to know. So I guess they're not that suspicious of us yet.
No.
Not first.
They got booze, crackers, and lemonade.
You guys didn't eat or drink anything, did ya?
No.
Good.
I just want a beer.
Anyway, so you guys head deeper into the town, and then you notice on that basically has blown here from the wind or whatever. You notice that you notice on one of the doors passing another saloon, you see a big knife shoved stabbed into the
Door.
the door of it.
Well, okay, that's what I want to play.
Yeah. You guys notice that you two notice. You guys want to roll this. I think it's a D12, right? I think it's a D12.
It's a D20.
Huh?
It's a D20.
Oh, a D20. Anyway.
14.
Okay. Anyway. So she's...
You also use mine.
If you want to roll...
3.
Huh?
3.
She got 3.
Oh,
you
okay.
want to roll to see what they're looking at. It's the D20.
Got him.
Okay, awesome. So when you guys pull the paper down, who wants to read that? You guys see a note, and at the end of it, has the mark of a stamp of the cult. You guys wanna, so they know what it is? Or you guys want to pass it around? You guys see that pinned to the door with the cult symbol at the bottom.
What the fuck is going on here?
And then as you're reading it, you see your device is like, the cult's doing experiments of their own.
So it seems like we gotta go find this Empire Row. And it seems like the two people we're looking for is Gary Gray and Sherry Douglas.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess that's where we're heading to.
So you guys go deeper into the city, and then you guys are basically you're saying the cult. You guys there's a city called Empire Row that he was saying about that was the start of whatever the cult was doing. So you guys go into, and then you roll the d6 and see if you notice it.
5.
Okay, awesome. Basically, you go onto this side road, and you see like a little wooden sign that's weirdly placed compared to everything else in the town, and it basically says looks like it's been carved probably by a kid or a person that does not really have the right good. You basically